So Team AH messed up big time, accidentally attacking their own team member in their continued targeting of Camille Vasquez, because what they did was they unintentionally told you, hey, there's NBC employees that are behind all of this stuff. By the way, there's only been one NBC employee that's been involved in all of this stuff. Yeah, they not only seemingly collude on an attack, but this gets even better. They seem to fill in the blanks about what was reported around a week ago about the attacks going on behind the scenes in NBC itself, where somebody not only wrote written complaints, but went one step further, widely circulating this stuff around the newsroom. And what makes this even funnier is that this is unintentionally done by another team member of AH, the Mary Sue. If you've never heard of the Mary Sue, by the way, they were part of the open letter by AH, the one that was sent to the Virginia courtroom. What they tried to do here is they tried to build up a puff piece, trying to say, ooh, we need to go after Camille Vasquez. Instead of doing that, though, again, it looks like they gave away collusion. It looks like they point the finger at one person within NBC. This is how you get people fired. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. Man, Team AH is great at sabotaging their own efforts, giving away their own games, and that's what they're doing right here. Now, this is the continued attack on Camille Vasquez, by the way. It is intensified almost daily. You have hit pieces put out. You have people targeting, writing letters and on. Well, this is the Mary Sue's entry. And the Mary Sue's entry is beautiful because it gives away collusion. It points the finger at one NBC employee. Oh man, I love it. This is their article, though. Really, NBC recruiting the face of JD's legal team. Now, what's beautiful about this article isn't what it tries to accomplish, but rather what it unintentionally puts together. Because in the space of 4 paragraphs, it connects the dots between NBC, the blowback, what's been going behind the scenes, and more. I mean, listen to this. It is glorious. What NBC staff thinks of Vasquez's recruitment. One reason why Vasquez's role at NBC has raised eyebrows is that her hiring seems to go against the company's own reporting of JD versus AH trial. Part of NBC's coverage of the trial includes releasing a documentary titled The Marriage on Trial, JD, AH, Truth in the Age of Social Media. The documentary examines social media frenzy that the case sparked, spread of misinformation on social media, the influence of social media on the case, and the serious connotations the case could have in future DV cases. One reporter, so you notice there's going to be one solo reporter noted from any of the rank and file with NBC. Kat Tenbarge has also covered the case and tried to expose social media misinformation and harassment. You can see her quoting a post here. There are dozens and dozens of posts that are like this and much, much worse. Now from there, they connect Kat Tenbarge with Camille Vasquez to the targeting of Camille Vasquez within NBC, and they even note that this targeting, it was done by one solo journalist. I mean, this stuff, it's amazing. Listen to this. Listen to what they try to do, but what they actually accomplish here. So, her reporting caused her to suffer the unprecedented vitriol of JD fans who quickly set up a petition to try to get her fired from NBC for daring to examine the case without being noticeably biased in favor of JD. Yeah, I remember that, by the way, and it didn't play out that way. It played out when she doxed somebody and went after her family, and admittedly did that too. Now, after NBC received the wrath and bullying of JD fans. So, NBC itself, the corporation, has been bullied there. And after one reporter was the victim of online bullies trying to discredit her as a journalist, NBC has gone and hired JD's lawyer as a legal analyst. Now, when you look at that, again, it gives cause, but it goes much further down this rabbit hole. Unsurprisingly, it has been reported that her hiring has not sat well with the staff. It has reportedly caused murmurings in the newsroom and sparked at least one written complaint to management from a journalist concerned by Vasquez's hiring. Again, you have one journalist mentioned that's been attached to all of this stuff. They list one journalist that they try to puff up again and again. Then they tell you one written complaint, a journalist behind it. Again, connecting all those threads themselves. The journalists reportedly feared that Vasquez's hiring by NBC, quote unquote, discounts NBC's previous reporting on the case. One NBC staffer stated, for her to end up in this branding as an NBC News analyst, it puts her in league with the journalists of this network, and that's unfortunate. Again, one person quoted, one thing that's targeted. I mean, again, you couldn't have this connected any better if you tried. Now, the Mary Sue, they like to omit things. And one thing that they just casually omit from this is that you wouldn't want any of it tied to you professionally. Why? Because it's not just written complaints. It's not just quotes given to the media, which is bad enough, by the way, especially when you look at the intended consequence and why that stuff is filed. But added on to that, there were reports that this was widely circulated inside of the newsroom, which is a violation of every federal and state guideline out there. You can't target people with vendetta. You can't discriminate. You can't harass. You can't create any type of hostile work environment. And listen to this, and listen to how this ties these people together too. On Monday, Vasquez made her first appearance on the Today Show as a legal analyst for NBC News. After Vasquez appeared on the Today Show on Monday, a journalist, again singular journalist, filed a written complaint to management. Again, singular, a written complaint, raising concerns about the decision to hire her as an analyst, which was widely circulated inside the newsroom, two NBC employees said. So again, it's not talking about blowback in the newsroom. It's talking about the report that was filed being circulated within the newsroom, which somebody would have to do intentionally. Then they say, some journalists said, this would be discounting NBC's own reporting. Then they bring up Cat 10 Barge. So they didn't connect it, but the Mary Sue does. Again, Team AH, they connected in their own reporting while trying to get Camille Vasquez fired. It's glorious stuff. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel? Links are in the description. Check them out. Appreciate you too. Going to end here. Thanking you again. See you soon.